with everything going up, your food, any supplies that human beings need and want, the cost of everything has gone up. And I mean, our electric bill, our electric company is National Grid here in upstate New York. Our bill has consistently been over $100 more per month, every month. I did pay the bill today. It was $149.18. We are using less power, but they're telling us we're using more. They are also on board with what's going on here. We have something serious to talk about that TJ perhaps warned you all about, including us. And I say no, but I say no to the part where I don't want this. I didn't want that. New York State joins California in banning gas-powered vehicles. Yeah, let's take a walk. New York State is joining California in banning all sales of new gasoline-powered vehicles by 2035. Today is October 1st. January is 2023. Keep that in mind. But when we further read, you'll find out it may come sooner than we think. So by 2035, that politicians' environmental group says will help speed up efforts to reduce greenhouse emissions and to get more electric vehicles on the road. Now, mind you, I put out a while back that they're going to be doing rebates. I think they already are, between $7,000 and $10,000 towards your new electric vehicle. New York Governor Kathy Hochul announces on Thursday that she is directing the state's Department of Environmental Conservation and implement the regulations. Those regulations will reportedly be filed by the end of the year. And again, you're going to be surprised on how fast this is going to happen. So Hochul, who first announced the goal last year, said the state couldn't move forward until California officials approved its own regulations, which did last month, banning the sale of new gasoline-powered cars and trucks by 2035. We had to wait for California to take a step because there's some federal requirements California had to go first. I'm not sure why, but let me know if you know why. Hochul told reporters at a press conference on Thursday. In August, California's Air Resources Board moved to ban the sale of new gasoline-powered vehicles starting in 2035. The Clean Air Act of 1970 granted California the ability to set its own environmental rules, and other states can choose to adopt them. East and West united in zero-emission targets. Like California, New York's rules would apply to all new cars, pickup trucks, and SUVs. Can you imagine hauling stuff with an electric vehicle, like a truck? Most of these vehicles don't even go that many miles. So anyways, their targets start to share zero-emission vehicles. Automakers must sell in the state starting 35% in 2026, ramping up to 68% by 2030 and 100% by 2035. Hochul said $175 million in federal funds from the 2021 Infrastructure Investment and Jobs Act would go toward building electric vehicles charging stations. There you go. Read your bills and your acts. A typical passenger vehicle emits about 4.6 metric tons of carbon dioxide per year, so they say. According to the Environmental Protection Agency, so moving away from internal combustion engine is a vital step in combating climate change. At the same time, replacing all those gas-powered vehicle engines with batteries continues to prove a challenge. EV manufacturers have gained traction in the U.S. as a number of them invest billions to constructing their own battery plants. Where are the battery plants coming from now? I did not research that. But those plants aren't expected to ramp up for years. Gas-powered engines already being phased out. Already, it's hard to get parts and vehicles fixed already. But anyway, but not all of them. Ford earlier this month revealed its 7th-generation Mustang sport car that will very much contain lots of pistons and other moving parts that require oil, gasoline, and sparks to make the whole wheel spin and make lots of noise and emit carbon emissions doing so. The usual move comes as Ford rival General Motors revealed its own plan to beat Tesla at its own game with a $30,000 electric vehicle for all. Most vehicles cost around that. Brand new. So, just saying. Nationally, the one that we have in office right now, Biden, I'm so done, has set a voluntary target for half of U.S. sales of auto to be zero emissions by 2030. Ford itself is pushing its own dealers to become EV certified by October 31st of this year. That's this month. That's in 30 days. So look it up. Do your own research. Obviously, I have more of my own to do. But just like TJ Prep said, they were going to make us and then set out maybe even fines. If you don't have an electric vehicle and you're driving a gas-powered vehicle, your insurance could go up. You could have fines. These are the same people that are worried about cow farts. Yeah. But meanwhile, here in the Adirondacks, we still have the cleanest air. But yet they're all up in here. For, I don't know how long, but a long time, we have had gas-powered vehicles. But this administration is working on this now. Why? Ask yourself why. Certain vehicles that run cannot be shut down by EMP or other computers. Certain vehicles can go where other vehicles cannot. There's something happening in the world today, not just in America, but around the world, that has already happened in many other countries. If you think it cannot or will not come here, you need to read up on things that are happening. Because while you're going on with your lives, not being concerned with any of this stuff going on, they're just passing it through. And it's not just about the vehicles. It's about all of your freedoms. Which my daughter said when she was 13 years old, they're false freedoms anyway.